All right, the check engine light's flashing. We should probably check it. Crap, it's still an M54.
Oh, crap.
What's up, YouTube? Long time no see. We've been gone for a little bit. Today, I've been doing some moving. Blake's had some neck surgery, so we haven't been making any videos for a while. He's been healing and whatnot. But today, we got a new video for you, how to install the intake manifold gasket on an M54 engine out of a BMW 3 Series, 2001 to be exact. Blake has already gone through and taken out the injectors and the fuel rail and everything. And here you'll see the two right there. 1, 2, there's 2 like that, and there's 2 down there. Basically, he's just kind of loosened everything, and now we've got it all ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and mount it on the car, the camera on the car, and we're just gonna go ahead and take the intake manifold off, put the gasket in, we'll show you that and everything, and then we'll put it back together, and we're gonna take you guys for a test drive. All right, so what Blake's gone ahead and done is he's unplugged the mass airflow sensor, taken it off of the intake, and now the manifold right now is loose, as you guys can tell. We're gonna get these up and out of the way and pull the manifold off and start getting these gaskets put on. All right, so we went ahead, there's a bracket way up under here that comes off, you undo. We've done every single, there's 2 there, 1 down in there, 1 there, 1 right there, a couple down there. Now we're gonna get this intake tube off right here and then run down underneath, and there should be a bracket underneath there that we're gonna undo. So we'll get back in just a second. All right, so once we got everything loose, you're gonna take off unplug all the sensors around here so nothing gets snagged. And then the throttle body is right down up in there, straight ahead. Then you're gonna take the 4 10mm bolts off of there, and there's a nut that holds the wiring harness on. And you're gonna take that off, and then there's a 16mm bolt that is underneath on a bracket holding the bottom side of the intake manifold on. You can see it right there in the middle. It's got the real rusted bracket around it. It is underneath the whole intake manifold, and we're gonna go ahead and take that out right now. Who decided to put a elbow on this?
Jesus.
Because it's not gonna freaking help.
German Jesus. Oh, that was me.
Everything but a 16.
That's so weird.
That's what I've got in my hand right now. We're about ready to put the car, take it far apart.
Oh, ½ inch, yeah. Now that we got the intake manifold out, we're gonna go ahead and pull out the old gaskets. As you can tell, they're really easy to work with.
He says that, but then he struggles.
Well, it's all about technique, I guess. Then, these are actually individual. I haven't worked with these, so bear with me. Wait. Yeah, obviously pay attention to orientation.
Just follow, there's little like half circles. Well, I guess there'll be full circles, but you just gotta make sure they're lined up properly.
Kind of tricky, just gotta take your time.
And then now They're all in, so we're gonna go ahead and put the intake manifold back on. This car. Fun to drive, so crappy to work on. Butt chug.
Weenie.
You know how much it is for a plastic manifold for a 4.6 Mustang? Like 120 bucks.
I was gonna guess 50.
Because I had to do John's, and John, even John will tell you the story. He's like, "Oh, I started working on it, and then Derek showed up and he took over and fixed it." And then he went and did a burnout in my car. And I'm like, "Yeah, you gotta test it." so the GoPro died, and so we just decided to basically just finish it up. All we did was just kind of put the fuel rail on, just clipped it all together, and this is what it looks like now. And we got it all back together. Everything is hooked up, mass airflow sensors hooked up. All the injectors are all plugged in, rail is tightened down. So now we're gonna get ready to do the first startup.
All right.
Start her up.
No leak.
You're good, give her a shot. So as you saw, it fired up, ran perfect, no issues, no leaks. Were there any codes?
No.
None at all? All right. So basically, we just tightened everything down. We didn't really do torque specs on the intake manifold. We just snugged them up pretty tight to make sure everything's seated properly. And then we just got to make sure all the sensors were plugged in. We had a lot to get out of the way. Brackets were all done and everything. So now, I mean, it's not the greatest, but we got it done. So if we want a little bit more detail, we can put in another video if we want to. But otherwise, Derek and Blake from the DB Garage, guys. Peace.